This is the disgusting thing here.
Look how sad the little one is. Look how they look like zombies.
Yes.
And then she just leans up against her mother, wishing she'd get love. And instead, she gets to put a belt of plastic on her with nails in it that blow her into pieces because her satanic mother is a frickin' demon. But David Knight, I've encouraged David and the reporters, when something's really hardcore I've missed, and you think it's important, I respect our crew. If there aren't guests on at that time, or there's something breaking, go ahead and just come in. Bring us the news. He's got something really sad he showed me about 20 minutes ago during the last break. So I asked him to show you this and talk about it here in this segment and in the next. So we're going to be breaking that down right now. You know, if you're a TV viewer, I have this beautiful shot of the Christmas tree, time-lapse last night. We actually have a time-lapse that's amazing, and the Capitol that our great crew shot. And I look at that and think Islamists just want to run people over and kill families at these. And then meanwhile, David Knight has footage and a story about a mother training her little children to be suicide bombers. I mean, this is mind control, pure demonic evil. And our leftist media is in bed with it and thinks it's sexy and says the Russian ambassador deserved to die. So David Knight, tell us about this sickeningness.
Well, you know, Alex, I was shooting an interview for the Nightly News, and my wife had sent me this story. It's now on Drudge. People can find it there. But we had a story yesterday from Syrian Girl, and she was talking about a 7-year-old that had been used as a suicide bomber for the Syria at the Syria police station. And now we've got footage of a mother who is kissing her children goodbye as suicide bombers, 7-year-old girl and a 9-year-old girl. And Alex, this is just gut-wrenching. This is nothing but a cult of death.
And then the sickening, evil, demonic dad comes in.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I just instinctively want to attack him.
Well, you look at what's happening, and of course, the guy has been identified as someone who's with Al-Nusra. We were told back in 2013 that Al-Nusra was part of the moderate rebels. We had 2 CIA agents meeting with them.
God, this is such child abuse. Obama and Hillary and the left are backing these people. Why are they so evil? Why do they hate Christianity? I'm talking about the liberals.
Yeah, well, they were meeting openly with them back in 2013, telling us they're moderate rebels. Then in 2015, we were told that by Petraeus, hey, we need to use Al-Nusra against Al-Qaeda. They're the same thing. They try to pretend they're distinct groups, and then they say that they're the same. But when you look at this video, you look at this woman who is dressed head to toe in black, like some kind of death cult figure. And that's what it is. This is like the Grim Reaper, but that's her own children. You know, in our country, mothers are usually cry when they drop their kids off to school in the first grade for the first time, abandoning them.
She's hugging them to send them off to blow people up in Aleppo. And then our media literally backs these rebels and acts like they're rock stars. They have Netflix shows, HBO shows. Man, I'm sick of these people.
We need to take the gloves off. We need to call it what it is. You said it's a cult. It is a cult of death. We need to understand.
It's a satanic death cult. It's a satanic death cult. Let me tell you, this form of Islam is Satanism.
They've made a sacrament of death. And that's why we see the types of things that we saw at a Christmas market this week. And that's why we see this type of thing with a mother using her children. They sent them into this police station, blew them up, remote control. Now, they believe
that's right. I want to come back and talk more about this. And I want to take this very live clip right now, excise it out and post it to YouTube to just show the world the type of pure evil we're dealing with. A mother and father prepared to murder their children for Islam. And the left won't say a damn word because they hate this country so much. They're cuckolded. We'll be back. I'm Alex Jones. And then think about the ugliness of Orthodox Islam and what it's mutated into. Say some prayers for those little girls. Total evil. We've got to do what we got to do, don't we? Gloves got to come off with the sickening satanic left and the spirit cookers and the pedophiles and the abortionists that are involved in all this evil and the selling of the Chinese babies' parts and the Falun Gong being executed because they're Buddhist who exercise a religion in peace. Not a word from the State Department. Not a word from the globalist other than celebrating it and saying China runs our lives, Islam runs our lives, Sharia law is the way to go. There's a sickening report out of the Southern Poverty Law Center that's been totally discredited. Obviously, law enforcement doesn't even use them anymore, where they say Trump's National Security Advisor Twitter account shows extent of anti-Muslim beliefs. They talk about General Flynn, the former head of military intelligence, Pentagon intelligence, very senior rank in intelligence, is about as high as it gets, exposing that our government was backing al-Nusra and Al-Qaeda and ISIS in Syria and saying we shouldn't do it. So Obama relieved him 3 years ago. Now he's the chief national security advisor to President Trump. And they have quotes in here like saying Islam kills children. Islam is dominant in areas it exists. We can't coexist with Orthodox Islam. It's rational to fear Islam. They're going to attack us. That's like saying the sky's blue, and then they attack him for saying it and bringing it up and say remove him. And Chris Hayes tries to cover up the Islamic attacks in Europe with these 18-wheelers running over children in Nice and in Berlin. And now we have footage released by al-Nusra themselves of their little 5- and 6-year-old daughters going to suicide bomb and blow themselves up, and the mother kissing them and hugging them. And what does Flynn say in the article? He goes, where is Islam decrying the bombings? No one decries it in Islam when they do it. Is it out of fear, or do they support this? I want to hear Islam decry blowing up little girls to kill other innocent people, and I want to hear the left decry it and stop pushing it like the folks in Aleppo are heroes when the Russians and the Syrians valiantly battle this scum. David Knight.
So, you know, we're always hearing from the liberals that we got to do it for the children. Let's do it for these children. Let's protect women. Look at the woman who is covered up here in a black burqa. You can't even see her face. Let's do it for the LGBT.
In a shroud of death. Yeah, in the shroud of death.
Yes, absolutely. All the groups, LGBT people as well, all the groups that the Democrats say they're there to protect, these are the people that are being attacked specifically and most directly by these Islamists. But, of course, they want to kill everyone who isn't a part of their cult of death. And they even want to kill their own children as part of that cult of death. This is the disgusting thing here.
Look how sad the little one is. Look how they look like zombies.
Yes.
And then she just leans up against her mother, wishing she'd get love. And instead, she gets to put a belt of plastic on her with nails in it that blow her into pieces because her satanic mother is a frickin' demon.
It's absolutely insane. And, Alex, you know what? When we're hearing Obama talking about pushing against the Russians and we're going to look for a provocation so we can go against them, understand what Obama is trying to do to your children, or depending on your age, maybe it's your mother and father who are soldiers that are going to be sent to die for this guy who is part of a suicide cult himself.
And let's not forget, they've got shows all over TV worshiping the rebels, saying they're angels, when 98% of them are Al-Qaeda, ISIS, al-Nusra. Al-Nusra is Al-Qaeda. That flag behind him is the Al-Qaeda flag. Our media backs all this while we've got at least 1,000 U.S. troops, special forces battling. Dozens and dozens have died this year in the battle, while schizophrenically Obama sits there giving support to the rebels. So the Pentagon's been ignoring Obama for 3 years and has been doing things that Obama dare not challenge. That's how the civil war is really going in this country, David.
You know, Alex, as I mentioned before, going back to 2012, where they were trying to sell the idea that there was this gas attack, which we eventually learned was not the Syrian government. They were saying, we're going to use these different rebel groups against the other rebel groups. They're all connected. General Flynn pointed that out, but as late as 2015, we had General Petraeus saying, hey, let's use al-Nusra, who is part of Al-Qaeda, against
Exactly,
ISIS.
exactly. And let's understand something. These Islamists pigs, they put this out themselves. Yep. They're proud of it. InfoWars has more than 15 YouTube channels and about 3 million subscribers. Our main channel has 1.854 or 1,854,000 plus subscribers. Now, they've been gaming the system for a long time to shut down nationalistic or patriotic media, saying we're right-wingers, saying we're extremists. Well, it doesn't matter who we are. We have a right to free speech, don't we? As long as we don't violate the rules. Well, now Zuckerberg has come out and said he's going to restrict conservative news like communist China does, calling it fake news. And Google, that owns YouTube, has announced, and they've done it now 2 weeks ago, that they're going to basically make you click the bell in your notifications. We're going to show you how to do that, or you won't get all the channels that you've subscribed to, and you won't get the videos. Now, why are they doing this? It's more than just censoring. They want you to see the videos that they feed you below and beside the videos you're looking at that are corporately sponsored so they make more money. They're taking the you out of YouTube. So we're in this information war, and it's more important than ever that you promote the videos, that you like the videos, and that you send them on to others. Because the answer to the attempt to shut us down and restrict free speech that's openly now happening is for us to redouble our efforts. We're winning the culture war as true classical liberals that made this country great. We're restoring the Renaissance. So again, if you want to get our videos, so you can make your decision whether you want to see them or not. After all, that's why you subscribed. YouTube's had this since they started 12 years ago or whatever it was. And they're fundamentally changing it so you don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is promoting fake news and trash news and establishment news. It's killing real independent news. But we the people, by taking action, can break the back of this system. So please, click on the bell so you get the notifications and so you get in your feed the videos and channels you've subscribed to. I'm Alex Jones for Infowars.com.